What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. As we all know, humans are the dominant species on this planet. We are the smartest, most advanced, and most powerful creatures that exist. However, it wasn't always like this. Without some of the modern technology that we rely on day to day, humans would become very vulnerable. But the technological advances we have made come at a cost. The environment especially has taken quite a toll from pollution that arose due to industrialization. So, what would happen if everyone on Earth just one day vanished? Better yet, what would happen if everyone vanished except you? So when everyone first vanished, you would have no way of knowing that you were truly the last person on Earth. In fact, you never actually know for sure. The streets would be a mess of smashed cars and things would seem very eerie. Some of the first and more prominent things that would affect your day-to-day life would be that power plants wouldn't last very long with no one monitoring them, and soon power would begin to shut off. This could be managed at a small scale for a short while if you had a gas-powered generator, but even that wouldn't be practical. The same thing goes for nuclear power plants. Without humans running them, the cooling waters would evaporate and the reactors would begin to melt down. This would release toxic radiation that would contaminate the surrounding areas. Even worse than that, as more and more nuclear power plants begin to melt down, the radiation will be carried and spread by the wind. This would severely contaminate various parts of the planet. That radiation would also be carried to the ground by rain, killing plants and contaminating water. Luckily for you, food wouldn't be an issue since grocery stores are packed full of it. Some stuff would go bad pretty quickly, but canned food could last for years. This would provide protection from floods and give you good visibility of possible wild animals looking for food. A nice fence would also be a big advantage. Gun stores would be a great place to stockpile weapons to fight off wildlife that would now become a threat to your survival. As the days passed, household pets as well as dangerous animals within zoos begin to starve and look for any way to get food. Without electricity, electric fences no longer work, and zoo animals can break free and roam the streets looking for food. Larger dogs would form packs and hunt to stay alive. All of this would mean that you need to watch your back at all times. You are no longer the dominant species, and this is where having a good shelter, good weapons, and a reliable mode of transportation is key. As you might assume, survival wouldn't really be all that difficult for a while. With nearly unlimited food at your disposal, thousands of empty cars and households to choose from, and gas stations full of fuel, it would actually be a pretty good setup. Without humans, overfishing would no longer be an issue and ocean life would return to normal. Roads, cities, and more would all start to be overgrown by vegetation with no one to keep up maintenance, and pollution as a whole would slowly improve greatly. Years after humans disappeared, life would be very lonely. By now, you've set up a great shelter and have a reliable mode of transportation. Personally, I'd try to learn how to fly airplanes. That way I could travel around the world, but I'd probably end up crashing. Soon, satellites in the sky would begin to crash to the Earth like shooting stars. Some would make it to the ground and cause fires, but others would burn up in the atmosphere. It wouldn't be until thousands of years after you pass that the last remains of steel skyscrapers could barely be seen. By then, everything would look like it did before humans took over. All wooden houses have collapsed and any roads, buildings, and more have all been covered up by grass and other wild vegetation. All in all, life without humans would be, well, better. At least better for the ecosystem. As time passed, all evidence of human life would slowly vanish. Thanks for watching.